Meditation Chapel is a virtual chapel that allows meditation groups from all over the world to meet and people from all over the world to meditate together. In the pandemic situation that we're in now, most in-person meditation groups are closed. So since they're closed, people don't have the opportunity anymore to do group meditation, but we're giving them that opportunity by using virtual chapels. So now instead of having to wait until your group starts up again, you just go to the virtual chapel. There are groups meeting almost 24 hours a day, so whenever it is that you're ready to meditate, there's a group ready to meditate with you. So you're not just meditating with people who may be from your particular faith community. You can be meditating with Christians, with Buddhists, with agnostics. The important thing is that we're all meeting in a time of stillness. Well, the biggest challenge to coordinating groups that are meeting online and meeting throughout the world is it's really simple. Everybody's on a different time zone. So if there's a group that's, let's say, meeting in New York City, and I happen to be living in Mexico, it seems like it would be pretty easy to coordinate that. You just say, well, New York City is on Eastern time zone, we're on Central, we had an hour. But in fact, it's far more complicated than that because Mexico changes time at a different period of time than New York City changes. So not only is it offset, but that offset is different depending on the time of the year. So there's no simple rule that says, you know, if the group is hosted out of New York City, what time does it meet in Mexico? This was a really difficult challenge. We started out trying to use spreadsheets, and we'd add hours and subtract hours depending on your time zone. And that works okay if you only have 2 or 3 time zones that you're working with. But as Meditation Chapel grew, we now have 150 different groups meeting in 30 different countries throughout the world. So trying to figure out what the rules are that allow you to translate from, say, Australian time zone in Sydney to Mexico time zone is almost impossible. The beautiful thing about using the calendar system is that the calendar system does that automatically. I look at the calendar, I'm in Mexico, I see everything in my time zone. Doesn't matter what time it is in the hosting country. From my perspective, I don't care about that. All I care about is, okay, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon Mexico time. Is there a group? I look at the calendar, yes, there's 3 groups, and I choose one to go to. Much, much simpler. It was almost impossible to coordinate. So Teamup Calendar is critical to our whole infrastructure. It's almost as critical as Zoom, which is the technology we use for doing the conferencing. Teamup gives us the ability to, as I was talking about earlier, it gives us the ability to totally eliminate having to try to figure out what the time change rules are. But it also allows us to easily set up custom fields that allow users to find a particular group that they're interested in. So let's say, for example, that your native language is Spanish and you don't want to meet in a group, you'd prefer to meet in a group that their language is Spanish. So with the custom fields, we have a language field. You can very easily click on that. You choose a drop-down menu. You choose Spanish or whatever the language is you're looking for, and that will very quickly show you all the groups that are meeting in your language. So it's much, much easier to coordinate between that and the automatic time conversion. It's just an incredible productivity tool for us. So the major difference that I have found in my experience between Teamup and other calendars is I haven't found another calendar that does that automatic time conversion, where any user can just go to our website. We have an embedded calendar from Teamup, and they just automatically see it. They don't have to tell it what time zone they're in. They don't have to change the calendar time zone. Teamup automatically figures out what time zone they're in and automatically converts all the meeting times to their particular time zone. It's the only calendar system I've found that does that. Well, Teamup is a great tool for our needs. To be honest, I don't know how we could do what we're doing without Teamup. Okay, well, I hope that some of you will meet us on meditationchapel.org. It's an incredible spiritual community, and we would welcome you to join us. Thank you.